speaking of, sickness and going to the doctor, you today you had a little appointment. You want to share what
Yeah,
transpired?
we're sort of recording this a little bit late because I had my first follow up visit with a neurologist today, Dr. Weaver here in Memphis, that came to see me, while I was in the intensive care and everything with my stroke. And so they got me there, and I had to go in, just kind of, check me over. I had to get a CAT scan today. But the cool thing, he showed me the picture. He brought me back and let me look at the CAT scan and showed me a picture of my brain. And this was not something I wanted to hear. He said, let me show you your brain and your brain damage.
Mm.
And I said, what? And he said, yeah, take a look. And so anyway, he showed me, the scan of my brain, and there was a dark spot on it about the size of a quarter, he said. And he said, when you were in the hospital, that spot was just solid white because it was, solid blood. And he said, now the blood has been absorbed, and now that's just the cells that were damaged. And I said, so that amount of cells were damaged? He said, oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
He said, but he said, you're just really fortunate in the fact that it wasn't like further. He said, if that, that amount, that size, if it had been further down inside your brain or something, he said, you could have lost the whole use of the whole left side of your entire body, And so he said, it's just weird the way strokes work, just little minute, the amount of size or whatever that, or wherever it is in your brain, it just makes a huge difference on what gets affected. So he asked me, and I was like, I have no, I don't know, no residual effects at all. So I'm lucky.
Yeah, very lucky, man. I mean, so
Yeah,
like,
he said, you don't need to come back to see me anymore. I
oh,
said,
really?
okay, cool. Yeah.
So obviously he's not worried about you having another stroke or, any complications from this, right?
No, he said, don't forget your blood pressure medicine. I said,
Yeah.
okay, I got you.
Well, that's good. I'm sure a lot
Yeah.
of people are happy to hear that. And
I'm gonna, on my Twitter account, I'm gonna tweet out the picture of my CAT scan. So let everybody later on this evening, when the podcast comes out, I'll tweet that out and let everybody see my brain damage.
well, like I said, we're all happy that there's not going to be any complications. You can continue to wrestle and do what you do,
And
man.
it's like a great excuse. Anytime I have any problems from now on, I can just blame it on my brain damage.
Oh.
And I won't be lying. Come on, you got to cut me some slack. I got brain damage.
Well, you could say, "Hey, man, I had a cardiac arrest." Cut
Yeah.
me some slack. But brain damage sounds a little more serious.
Yeah. JR used to say that about me on the show sometimes. He says, Jerry Lawler rumored to have a slight amount of brain damage.